Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a baby girl baby. So today we're going to be talking about Mayfair witches. I think I reminded, or rather, I said that this week we're going to be having a review on Mayfair witches after the interview with the vampire. I mean, we have to move on from Louis and Lestat, obviously, because the Mayfair witches are back and are ready to take over. We Anyway, we would be talking of Rowan and her powers to kill just with her mere thoughts. And then the Mayfair clan of New Orleans. Women have been haunted by seductive spirits known as Lasher, including Rowan's catatonic birth mother Dedra. Lasher, as we know, wants to invade humanity by assaulting their bloodline. I think with the way the story has gone, we know that from the very beginning, the women of that family just keep dying mysteriously. I think before Dedra, they said one of her relatives hung herself and she kept asking what happened, but like nobody gives her. I think that's why her auntie Carlotta was trying to protect her. That's why she kept saying, "Stop speaking with him. It's for your own good." But when you don't give someone or a person a tangible reason for something, it doesn't make sense at all. Anyway, I for one, I know that not everyone who loves vampire movies, like diehard vampire fans, will be drawn to Mayfair witches. But for those who love witchy kind of movies, like I know the Vampire Diaries had of the West End, Charmed. I actually love both the vampire and the witchcraft line of stories. Anyway, this Mayfair Witches series is gothic, halfway between soap and opera. So it has like a sit down kind of like the series itself is just it's okay. It's beautiful. Anyway, without reading any of the Vampire Chronicle books, you must have heard or seen Anarise's 1994 adaptation of Interview with the Vampire or AMC's television version from 2022. That's the Interview with the Vampire that I reviewed last week. So this series has just one season and 3 episodes. It's a 2023 drama, original network AMC, based on the lives of Mayfair Witches by Anarisi. We have executive producers as Mark Johnson, Michelle Ashford. She's also the one who created this series for television. Producer Tom Williams. So, Rowan Fendley is an intuitive young neurosurgeon who discovers that she is the unlikely heir to a family of witches. As she grapples with the newfound power, she must contend with a sinister presence that has haunted her family for generations. That's in person of Lasha. Anyway, we have cast as Alexandra Daddario from, if you've seen Baywatch with Zac Efron and Dwayne Johnson, Can You Keep a Secret with Tyler Hoechlin from Teen Wolf, Dr. White Lotus. I think it was just a series that was aired last year or so. That's 2022. But Alexandra Daddario is Rowan Findlin. Jack Houston as Lasha. If you're seeing Longest Ride, the younger version of Ari Livingston, yes, that's him. Then we have Annabeth Krish as Dedra Mayfair. We have Harry Hamlin as Scotland Mayfair, and we have Erica Gimblin as Ellie Mayfair. If you've seen God Friended Me, yes, that's where that face comes up from. The Mayfairs are committed to their ethos, with possible exception being Cortland Mayfair. When I think from the very beginning of the series, episode one, I figured that Cortland he's a bit creepy in the sense that okay, fine. Anytime you see Deidre, you be like, I know what my sisters are doing, are, are not right, but like if you want to help the girl, help her. But it's only when you see her. But I just felt like something was really creepy about Scotland, but he's the only patriarchy of the clan and a very weird guy. And he's a schemer. It feels like he always has something off his sleeve every given time. So I keep wondering why he doesn't visit the house that Dedra was as at the beginning of the series. Anyway, Rowan all powerful yet doesn't know of her word of witches because as at when she was born, from what we saw, as Deja gave it to her, her auntie carried her out of the house and gave her to Ellie, their cousin, and told her not to come back to New Orleans. So for me, I felt like they were even trying to protect the child, but it was good to even tell Roman that okay, this is because every time she kept telling her mom that something happens that it felt like when she was angry with someone, she sees inside their head, and next thing, poof, the person is gone. Not to make her feel like she was stupid or she didn't know what she was saying. I felt like that would have been a very they would have told her what the issue was or who she was actually. But Rowan, like we know, is a genius in her field, a neurosurgeon who knows how to take care of her patients very well. But since she didn't know what anything about her witchy world, that's why it felt like anytime she gets angry at someone, she just needed to know that okay, this is who I am actually, even though I'm not all my real relatives. I mean, she already knew she was adopted. So what was there to just tell her that okay, I think your family is this, your family is that, but there's no contact. It would have been better than just keeping her in the dark and making her look like she wasn't normal. So for me, I think I am loving this series so far. But not without saying that the series is still finding its footings in some areas. So I have watched 3 episodes and hoping it really gets better than it is now. I think Lasha is very creepy. Like I don't know why he always wants to be in control of any of the witches. Because I think was that episode 3 or episode 2 where they gave the maid the heirloom to wear and just saw her banging her head and all that. So I think it's only connected to the Mayfair witches, female Mayfair witches actually. But I'm still trying to understand how he was sleeping with Dedra and Rowan could feel everything. Why does he always want to be in control? Why was he trying so hard? Okay, I think he was helping Dedra to find the her daughter, but come on, was it meant to be like that? You got out when they told you not to. I felt like you should have just hung around. You left, knowing fully well I don't know the city very well. And you have been told that some things are or someone is looking for you so bad. You went out. You go to a funeral where you don't know. Someone just started talking to you and asked you to take. For me, was even forced to take the drink, and she drank it. And you think if the person wanted to kill you the way they killed your mom, you would still be alive. Those things didn't just make sense. And I don't know why everyone did that. You know, it's a book. So the idea is not our idea. It's late Aniris's idea. Also, I'm not going to be partial because I love Alexandra Daddario's movies. But she was good. She always kills her movies or her roles at every given time. And I actually love her. If she's acting like she's stupid or acting like she doesn't know what anything is, she does it very well to the best of her knowledge. But not without saying that many things didn't really go well for me. Episodes Insider. I don't know if it's so necessary because for me, I feel like they're already explaining what has happened. It's not like you're giving us an insight of something that we saw, but or telling us something that wasn't there but was meant to be there. Like since it's a book, and some things obviously will be cut off, but you explaining or showing us everything that already happened, like you're explaining or trying to put a stand that okay, oh, you need to understand that this is this. Why? I think I forgot to mention this in the interview with Vampire because the explanation is not really, really needed. I'm still trying to figure out saying why all that's being done. Also, the low VFX and SFX, the part where the elevator opened in episode 3. the body at the morgue, just moving the camera so fast. I mean, we've already seen the final outcome. And I don't know if it was when Sep touched the body that the face changed, or because when they were doing her funeral, they showed it was the same. So either that was an error or I don't know. Anyway, the heavy build up at the episode 2 ending, I was really hoping that they met, even though I know they met for like few seconds, but that was a split second. She won't have been able. It was so sad to see that somebody she has been dying to see, and all of a sudden, I think that's the suspense we will have to know who actually murdered Dedra. I was really hoping for the meet between mother and daughter, but the acting, I'm still trying to get or understand all the deja vus. Makes me wonder a whole lot. I mean, the beginning, I think the beginning of episode 2 and episode 3, all the flashbacks of what was happening, I'm still trying to get that. I still don't understand what that is. And I feel like this series would go far, but they need to put in more effort. I mean, I've not read any of the books. I've not read any of the books, so I really don't know. But from so many things I've been seeing or going through, it's like series, like books made into movies are not 100%, but I mean, I loved the way Interview with the Vampire went. So I'm hoping, or I'm putting a great deal in this. This series also doesn't have any real sense of anything which was supernatural. Okay, I know I had complaints of Wicked City, but this I'm still not seeing anything. Maybe because the series is still beginning, but I hope to see it from the beginning, not just Rowan's power or she being powerful. But I was thinking about by now I would see some things, except Sep as well. I don't even know if Sep is a witch. I'm still trying to understand that part entirely. Because it just seems like everything is lazy with little or no attention to details. And another observation is the time jump from episode 1. It just feels like 25 or 20 years and the main characters didn't even age a little. Like the time jump was just too much. Like I was still trying to get some parts in episode 1 and boom, this had happened, that had happened. And I still didn't get, like, after I even entered episode 2, who was who. Because for me, I was thinking that Rowan was the younger version of Deidre. I was thinking I was Rowan at first. So um I know that the stats was a bit shaky, but I just hope that better things are done and they try to make up everything to be perfect. But not without saying that this series would be good at the long run. So you could equally try reading the books of Anirisi online. Just check for Anirisi's books. So if you can read the book without watching the series, but still, um, I'm sure that this is heading to a great end, and it's started well as well. But so many things need to be fixed as the series keeps going. But I will give the series for now a 6/10 till they get to a part where I loved it. I don't know. I don't know why I keep comparing it to Interview with the Vampire, but that's to show you how much I loved it. But okay. Okay, thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Please keep sharing the link. And for any other thing, you can check the description box. Thank you so much. I love you. Mwah.